Today we're going to be talking about sales tax tips and markups. So, sales tax tips and markups are all additional costs to the customer. So, what does that mean? That they are an added price to your product or service. So, they are calculated by finding the percent of a number. So, you've already been able to do that. And then adding it to your total. So basically you find the percent, whatever the tax is or tip, right? And then you add it to the total at the end. So the tax, the tip, or the markup is the percent times the whole. You guys did that in lesson 1, okay? The only thing added that you have to do is you find the tip amount, right? And then you can add it onto whatever your price originally was. So it's the total cost equals the price of the tax, the price of the tax plus the price of the product. All right, so let's go on to an example. It says Drew wants to buy an exercise equipment that costs $140 and sales tax is $5.75%. What is the total cost? So remember, tax equals the percent times the whole. So the first step is to change the percent into the decimal. So I am trying to figure out what my tax is. So I'm going to put tax equals my percent. So what percent is it at? It's at 5.75. That looks awesome. Percent. Okay. Times my whole, or how much the total is. So 140. So the first step is I need to change that percent to a decimal. I can't keep this as a percent, right? So I change it by dividing it by 100 or moving my decimal twice to the left. So my tax would be, my percent would be 0.0575, and then I would multiply it by my whole, which is 140. So when I do that, I put this into my calculator. I will get $8.05. This is my tax. This is how much I have to pay for my tax. So what do I have to do next? I take my $140 and I have to add it to the my tax to the total cost. So I have 140 plus 805, right? And this will give me my total cost. So it's $148.05 for the total cost. Oh, isn't that awesome? Yeah, like it, right? Okay, let's go to the next one. Here's our next one. A customer wants to tip 15% on a restaurant bill. That's pretty common. So it's usually a 15 to 20% tip. That is $35, right? So you will be paying more than $35 because you got to add that tip on. So what will the total bill be with that tip? So remember, your tip equals the percent times the whole. So I don't know what my tip is. My percent that I'm using is 15%. So I'm going to go ahead and put tip equals my 15%. I'm taking the 15% of multiply by 35. Okay? So the first thing I have to do is change my decimal. My percent into a decimal. So we divide by 100, right? So I have 0.15, or you move the decimal twice to the left. And then we're going to multiply times 35. This will give me my tip. So when I multiply 0.15 times 35 into my calculator, I will get $5.25. So this is my tip. This is not my total bill. I need to figure out my total bill. So I know that I'm paying $35, but I want to add the tip on to my bill so I can give some extra saying, good job, you did it really well. All right, so I'm going to add $35 plus $5.25. $5.25. So that would be my total. I should put total equals 35 plus 5, 25. So that would be $40.25 is my total bill. Let's go on to the next one. This one is a store pays $56 for a GPS navigation system. The markup is 25%. What is the selling price to the customers? What markup is, so businesses, if you're a business, if you have a business, right, you don't sell the product the same price that you pay. You have to increase it a little bit because you want to make money as a business owner. So the markup, so they can buy the in this case, the GPS for $56, but they want to make some profit on it. So they're going to mark it up 25%. So I'm going to use the same type of thing. So I'm going to do markup equals the percent. So what's the percent? 25% times my whole. So how much did they pay? $56. So times 56. So the first step is I need to change the percent to a decimal by dividing by 100. So we move that decimal place over twice. So I have 0.25 and then times 56. Well, when I do that, that will tell me my markup costs. So my markup is, when I type it in, is $14. Type it into my calculator, right? So it's $14. That means that that's how much they added to the original price that they paid. So I want to figure out what the total cost to the customers would be. So that would be $14 plus my $56. So that would be $70 is the selling price. All right. That's the end of tax, tip, and markups. Good luck, everyone.